Hey, welcome to the Guaranteed Retirement Guy Show. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about insurance companies, ratings, their payouts, why that matters, and what you should be looking for when you're looking to buy the best annuity, and also make sure that it is safe. So when I have people come to me, a lot of times they will have an annuity company that they're already looking at. Maybe it's Allianz. Allianz is a great company. They've actually got about $1 trillion in assets. So very, very big company, and they provide guaranteed income streams. And especially if you have a large age gap, let's say between you and your spouse. I have some people that will come to me and maybe their spouse is 25 years younger than them. Allianz is actually one of the only companies that will give them a guaranteed payout for not only them, but also their spouse. They're also A+ rated. The issue is with most of the people that come to me, they are usually looking for the highest income. And if you're looking for the highest income, usually Allianz is not on the top of the list. If you're looking for high income, we're seeing American Equity on the top of the list. In fact, recently we've seen F&G rise to the top of the list. And Athene. Athene is very good to work with, and they also have very high income amounts that they're guaranteeing right now. So Ameritas is another one, and all of these companies are A-rated. Some of them are A-, some of them are A, and some of them are A+. Midland National is A+, but their income is not as high. They're usually number 4 or 5 on the list. The same with North American, A+ rated as well. But for them, they usually work better for maybe a smaller time frame between the time you fund the annuity versus the time you take the income. And a lot of times they work great for an immediate income annuity. So if you're taking income in like a month, North American is great for that. I bring this up because a lot of people think that ratings are everything, and they are important. They are important. But if you're looking at an A or an A- or an A+ rated company, they're all going to be good. They really are. The difference really is maybe one has 10 billion more than the other one. It really just depends. But if you're in any of the A ratings, you're a good company. Now, their customer service might be not as strong as maybe another company's, but the guarantees are still there. You know, if you're looking for a company that gives you the most income, they're the highest rated, then you might be looking at Allianz, you might be looking at Nationwide, Midland National, North American, okay, all A+ rated companies. But you also have other companies that are just A rated and then A-. They are still great companies, and they're, I would say, arguably almost just as good. Very, very close. And for me, in my planning, I like to kind of spread it out among the different companies. But at the same time, I want high income, okay? If I've got $500,000, I probably would put it into a carrier that's going to give me $10,000 more per year versus one that's going to give me $35,000 more a year just because it's A+ rated versus an A or an A-. I'm not going to cut myself out of an additional $600,000-$700,000 in income just because I wanted a plus in there. Remember, when you're thinking about income, you're thinking about getting the highest ROI. You know, you've spent your whole life building up your savings, your 401k, your 403b, whatever it is that you have, you've spent all this time building it up. You owe it to yourself to be looking at all of the companies. And you owe it to yourself when an agent is telling you, hey, you should choose Allianz, or maybe you should choose this Nationwide product, or Delaware. All good companies. But if they're only showing you one or two, and they're just kind of telling you or asking you to take their word for it, I would step back and maybe kind of look around and make sure that you're getting the best thing. And that's why when people come to me, I just show them everything. I don't want you to have to go out and try to shop it around. Okay, I would rather just show you everything and be super transparent. Okay, if I've got a top annuity up here that's going to pay you a ton of income, but maybe the commission to me is a little bit less, like Athene. Athene doesn't pay me as much as maybe American Equity would, right? It would be easier for me just to show you the list, and if Athene happens to pop on the top, I don't have to sit here and try to convince you to go to a different one that gives me a higher commission. I won't have that temptation because it's already in front of you on the screen. And I wouldn't do that anyways because I want you to have the most income that you can, because if you're getting the most income and you're having a good experience, you're going to refer your friends to me, okay? You're going to refer your close associates, your family, and because you know that I'm going to do the best thing for them regardless of what I'm getting paid. So that's what I look at when I look at these carriers. I'm looking at ratings. Okay, that's really important. I do like A ratings. There are some B++ that are some good companies too. And I actually do have close associates that will put their money into those B++ companies. And it's just because they know the management really, really well, and they know how they run their book of business, and they know they're good. Like Equitrust, for instance, a great company. They've been around since the 1800s. They're a B++. They are a great company. They're a great company to work with. They've got some good customer service, but they're not an A-rated company. They're a B++. They are right there. They are so close, but they don't have as much reserve as maybe American Equity or Delaware or Midland National. There's just these requirements, and if you don't meet those requirements, then you don't get to be in that A category. Okay, that's simply how it works. But you have to look at everything on the table, okay? When you're looking at income, you're looking for growth, you're looking for maximum ROI, you have to look at all the companies, and you have to be able to ask the right questions. You have to ask, what are the fees for this, okay? Is the fee on this, the income rider fee, is it worth the income I'm getting? Usually it is, but you have to ask. If you don't need the income, maybe you should be looking at a fixed index annuity that has no rider fee. Okay, you have no income rider. Doesn't mean you can't get some guaranteed income from it, but the guaranteed income is usually a lot less. Okay, so those annuities are still great for maybe something to fall back on later if you think you might need it in 20 or 30 years. Those are great because they have high potentials for guaranteed income. And they have some decent payouts for legacy. So if you're looking to leave money behind to your family and you don't want to pay that fee, there are some FIAs that have great indexes, great growth, and of course the market protection. And if you pass away, they'll give your beneficiaries the option to either take the lump sum or to take a much larger, usually like 3 times the amount if they take it out over 5 years. Kind of something important that would be nice to know about, right? You need an agent that's going to sit there and show you everything and ask you the right questions, making sure that you are getting everything that your estate, or what you're needing personally. If that's something you want to talk about, if you want to talk about these different carriers, their ratings, why the income is where it is, if you want answers on that, and maybe you're having one of your current advisors showing you one thing or 2 things and you're frustrated because they're not showing you more and you want some more transparency, then book a call. You'll notice that below this video there is a link, and feel free to book a time on my calendar and we can chat. Okay, I'll ask you some questions, get to know you, and see exactly what you're looking for. But come prepared, all right? Come prepared, have some questions in mind, and that way it can be the most profitable session for you and for your time. So again, thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.
So annuities can be hard to understand. If you've got a question or there's something I haven't covered and you're just curious, please go into the comments section and share whatever question, whatever comment that you have. I'd love to hear from you.